Hips. I always like these rotation warm-ups and starting to tighten those glutes, your rear end. Elbows up and kicking back. 1 and 2, 3 and 2, 3 and 4. Welcome to Fitness to Function. My name is Dianne Laird. I'm your personal trainer for today, and I will be taking you through a total body workout using a flat band, and I will also be using Bodyweight today. I do like the flat bands. You can take them anywhere and carry them anywhere, and you can also use a dumbbell to replace the flat band. But it's nice because you can travel with that and get these workouts in at your convenience. All right, I'm going to start you with a little bit of a warm-up, rotating through those hips. I always like these rotation warm-ups and starting to tighten those glutes, your rear end muscle, and pulling up and in on that abdomen area and feeling everything nice and tight, starting to make that blood circulate and reaching, pulling that shoulder down. Pulling that shoulder down, getting that blood circulating through that shoulder. Let's take it high, pull the shoulder down, up, pull. Here it goes. And remembering that breath, taking those hips with you, protecting that low back, taking those hips with you. You're not rotating through the spine, you're taking those hips with you. So not just rotating right from the waistline. Right, and now let's go wide and come side to side. When you're coming side to side, make sure your rear end is going back and you're hinging at the waist, and that back is nice and straight. Not dropping that head down. Nice and straight. You can lean on your legs if you need to. You can go a little lower, or you can stay high and just shifting side to side. Make sure you're pushing through those heels. Every time, pushing through those heels, shifting that weight back. Our weight always wants to go forward, so we want to shift it back. Gravity just pulls us forward. A few more here. And 2, and 1. All right. Let's go ahead and get a little row in and warm up the backs of those thighs. And kicking here, kicking. Rear end kicks. If you can't kick hard, just do what you can. Use whatever range of motion works for you. And taking those elbows back, however, pull those elbows back, lock them back just slightly so you can get that back muscle engaged and start feeling that back warming up. And this also warms up the back of those thighs. And a few more here, and then we'll get started. And 2, and 1. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do 3 sets of exercises, a little variation of each exercise, and using body weight a lot today. I'm going to start with a single leg squat, which really sounds challenging for our age group, but we use a prop. So grab a book or a dumbbell, whatever you want to tap your foot on. I've got a block here that I'm going to be using. It's lightweight, so I have to make sure that I'm not pushing it around. Go ahead and put one foot up on that book or that weight or that block, whatever you have. And I want to hinge a little bit through the hip area here and coming down into a squat. Let me turn this sideways. I'm going to count today. Right down here. It's not quite, I'm not really bending over for a hinge. I call it a hinge because I'm bending at that top of that thigh, but really I'm just bringing the rear end back, I'm gonna do 10 more here. 10, 9. All my weight is on this one side. 8, 7, 6, 5. As I get warmer, I'll go lower. 4, maybe take that block away from the body. 3, and 2, and 1. All right, changing sides here. 15 reps. Putting that foot on that block. I'm going to step a little bit further away from the block this time. I am more than hip width apart. Taking the rear end back. Taking that rear end back. Weight in the heel. You can't go very deep on this. You don't need to go very deep. 4 and 5. Hands cannot come out. 6, 7, 8. Weight in that heel. 9. Pushing through that heel. 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Really feel that through that standing hip, and not much balance required having that block. Next, I want to work the back of the shoulders. Go ahead and grab your flat band. You can also do this bent over if you have dumbbells. I'm going to go ahead and do it standing with a flat band, palms down. At your chest, shoulders down, soft knees, weight in the heels. Taking one arm back, the other arm back, and both. There's 1 and 2. One arm, the other arm, and 3. One arm, the other arm, and 4. 5. 6. Notice I'm at my chest on this one. I'm not way up at the shoulders. 8. I'm just going to do 12. 9. 10. Notice my elbows are staying at the same angle. 11. 12. What I mean by that is when I'm opening, I'm using my shoulders. I'm not going through my elbow there. That's a reverse fly, working the back of those shoulders. All right, and back. It's that back. Flat band onto the ground. If you have dumbbells, you can use dumbbells. Stepping on that flat band. This one's about hip width. Palms are down. Just going to add a little intensity to this hinge and up. A deadlift, a hinge. Just dropping down through that hinge and that low back, working, the hamstrings working, and up. I'm going to grab a little bit lower. I want to go through the hinge with you. Shoulders down, belly braced, hinge, soft knees. Shoulders down, belly braced, hinge, soft knees. See that straight back? I can go lower here. The rear end comes way back and up. There's 1 and 2. You don't have to go real low with this. 3. And 4. As I get warmed up, I can come to 90 degrees. 6, 7, just leaving my arms down with gravity. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, and 14, and 15. All right. Now I'm going to get onto the ground and do a little bit of core work. Hopefully you have your mat right there for you. And take my elbows. I am coming onto my elbows. I'm going to show you what not to do. I don't want you caving your chest in. Your chest needs to be up and high and strong. Everything's nice and strong and open. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Gotta kind of look at that. And bringing your knees into tabletop. Right here. Inhale and exhale. Gliding along the floor and back up. Along the floor and back up. And there's 2. There's 3. Making sure I'm staying nice and open through that chest. There's 4. If you can't take them along the floor, take them higher. Up here. 6. Gaze can be low. 7. Keeping them in tabletop. 8, which is 90 degrees, 9, 10, 11, opening that chest, don't forget, 12, and remembering that breath, 13, felt like stopping at 12, 14, and 15, and 15. All right, here we go, back up to the top. We're gonna do this round 3 times and we're gonna call it a day. This one's a little bit different. On that single leg squat, we did that on a book. This is gonna be a curtsy squat with a tap. Still staying single side. All right, we'll do 15 on each side. A curtsy is just like it sounds. You're gonna take that front foot, take it back behind you, and drop down. Your weight is in that front heel and that toe, and when you come up, you're going to push up from that curtsy squat to a standing position. So here we go, down and up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pushing through that heel, pushing through that toe, 8, 9, 10, 11, take it a little lower, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Inhale and exhale. A few breaths here. Inhale and exhale. And one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Ready? Other leg. Here we go. Back behind you and pushing through that heel and that toe. And there's 1. And 2. I'll show 2 sideways. And 3. 4. Pushing through that heel and that toe equally. 5. 6. 7. I'm staying straight up here. I'm not coming forward. 8. 9, meaning I'm not leaning forward. 10. 11. 12. Working those hips. Working that thigh. Working that inner thigh. And 1 more. Pushing up. There you go. Now I'm going to go into lateral raises. We worked the back part of the shoulder. So I'm going to go ahead and get this band. I'm just going to put it under 1 foot. If your band, I'm going to turn my palm down. I think that's what I want, is down. Yeah, that's good. If your band isn't long enough, just be right at the ends of the bands and only come out as far as it feels comfortable to you. I am going to have soft knees here and lifting. 1, 2, 3. Notice my elbows are slightly bent. 4, 5, 6. Not coming higher than the shoulders. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, I probably could have had those a little more resistant, but it's okay. All right, taking the band underneath the feet, palms down. We're going to go into that hinge again. Go over that with you again. Shoulders down, belly's engaged, and you're hinging at the waist. See that straight back? You lose that straight back, and it's going to go into your low back in a bad way. So getting that hinge, and this time we're going to stay in that hinge and get a row in. 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5. Really pulling those elbows back. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, very good. Now we're going to go back down onto the ground, onto your mat. And coming back onto those elbows. And those palms down. Knees up in tabletop. And this time we're going to go quick. It's going to be 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 6, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, very good. Let's get on up again, and we're going to go through that last set. This time, I'm going to go into a reverse lunge. It's still going to be single leg work. I'm going to do a little tap, maybe a few inches to one side and a few inches back. I'll show you what that looks like. Reverse lunge, you're taking that foot back. I'm not going into a full reverse lunge, which is not a real long step back, just a short one. It's going to be back and in. So taking it away from the body and closer to the body. We're going to do 15 of those. So let's get started. Coming on down, taking that foot back just slightly, staying nice and tall. And there's 1 and 2. Weight in this front heel. 3, 4. Want to get lower? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Pushing through both the toes. 12. Both the back toe and the front heel. 14 and 15. All right. Taking that breath. All different ways to work that hip. Single side. Inhale and exhale. We'll take 2 more breaths here. And 1 more. All right, ready for the other side. Sideways here. As you can see, different angle. And shoulders down. And here we go. Tapping back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't have to go so low. 6, 7, 8. You can be right here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, very good on that one. Going back into that reverse fly. We did the reverse fly the first time around, and then we did the middle shoulder, and now I'm going to do the back again. This time I'm going to do them both at the same time, so we can just knock them out quick. Here we go. Elbows are about at the chest. I don't want to go too high. 1, 2, 3, 4. Soft knees. Open it up. About 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're going to go into that hinge. Flat band. That hinge deadlift type thing. I think I'll change and get a little, let's try tricep extension. So coming down into that hinge, raising those elbows up and kicking back. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can always make it easier with this band. Just let go of some of the resistance. 3 more. 3 and 2 and 1. And hold. And you've got it. All right. Now let's come on down to the mat. We're going to get 1 more. A little bit of ab work in here. This one, I think I'm going to come up onto my hands and pull the knees in and out. Opening that chest. Ready? And let's go. In. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 3 more. 3 and 2 and 1. All right. How about that for a quick workout? Got hit pretty much all the muscle groups. Got the back of the legs and got some core work in there. So if you want to change this up a little bit, you could repeat the first set 3 times, or the second set 3 times, or the third set 3 times, or you could go through this whole thing again. It would be a great little workout for you. All right, signing off here, Dianne Laird, personal trainer here at Fitness to Function, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.